Hey guys, welcome to my side of the room. I'm Jamie. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I haven't been doing a lot of nail videos lately. I did put out that last one where I did the nails for the wedding that hopefully Ethan has up. Well, he should have it up for you guys already. He was asking me this morning if it was done. This video, this collection that I'm doing today, it's the HOLO TACO Bon Voyage collection. It was released, let me think, it was released in July of 2025. It took 2 weeks to get to me, almost 2 weeks. And by that point, we were on vacation. Oh, it came the night we left. That's right. So it took about 10 days to get to me. It came the night before we were leaving on the trip to the wedding. So I didn't have a chance to. I haven't even unboxed it yet. It's still, well, I took it out of the original box. It's right here. It's so pretty. Looks like a suitcase. But I haven't even, like, I glanced inside and that was it. The bottles are still in here and everything. And we were away for a week. And now it's Sunday, so it's probably been, let's see if it was released, it was a week and a half. It's been about 3 weeks. And I went on the website today to get descriptions of what everything is so that I don't miss anything. I don't call something a wrong color, like in a shimmer, or I say it's iridescent and it's actually hollow or whatever. Just so that I don't mess anything up. It's not on there. It's gone. Now, I knew it was a limited edition. I didn't know it would be less than 3 weeks. So I don't know if there's a glitch and it's off the website, but it'll be back on. I don't know if she'll bring this collection back later on. But as of this morning when I looked, you could not buy any of these polishes. So I apologize for being late, but I don't think 3 weeks is that late. So whoever got these, good job. We sold out. So let's get into it. I'll show you what all the colors are. We'll do our swatching and we'll have thoughts. And shocking, I never cleaned the desk up from the last thing I was working on. So let me do that real quick.
A few moments later.
Okay, that's not bad. That's really not bad. All right, here are my notes from the HOLO TACO launch video because I couldn't get any information on the website since everything was gone. And here's the collection. All right, we're going to need to try some different lighting here to see what works. So let's start with the main desk light, which is unplugged. We'd been getting daily storms, like really bad storms here when we left Florida for our vacation. So I unplugged everything that was on this desk. And that is the wrong plug. No, that is the right plug. Why is the light not going on? Because I turned the power off of that. There we go. Is that not? That's not going to work. Okay. Plan B. No, not changing the. Thank you. Let's try the flash. Can't do that right now. Let's try the little doohickey thing that we have, which I think needs a new battery already, or needs to be charged. I think this gets charged. Oh. Plus, I left it on. Okay, let me charge this for... This does get charged, right? I don't even know how this works. This is brand new. I don't see any place for a battery. Does it have to come out of here? Does it pop out? No. Oh, there it is. Right in front of my face. All right, let me find a cord. I'm not doing well so far. Okay, I think I got it. I got the flash on, but I can barely see the camera, so I'm straining my neck here. So this is the Bon Voyage collection, and it was a collection box. And it's made to look like a suitcase. This is for the 6th anniversary. So there are 6 polishes in here. I don't know if that was a coincidence or not. So it's kind of like a Louis Vuitton sort of vibe, but with hollow symbols. And a little handle, which I think is so cute. And I'm not holding it by that because I'm afraid it'll rip. It's got fake hinges and it's got gold corners. that is a top 3 boxes. This goes under my top 3 boxes. Let me show you the other 2 because they're right behind me. The Sophia collection, which was made to look like a book of witches spells. That one is one of my favorites, and this also has everything in it still. I actually bought 2 of these, and I'm sorry if you didn't get one because I bought 2, but so these are all still in here. It's got the glitter in here, it's got the nail file. This is a complete set, and that is like one of my prized possessions. Rounding out the top 3 would be another anniversary collection. This one was the 4th anniversary, and this was the Rewind collection. And this one is made to look like a videotape. Isn't that cool? I just thought that was the neatest, with the stick-on label and everything on it. And this one does not have, it only has 4 of the boxes. Oh, the other one's in my display box, that's why. But yeah, these 3 are like my top 3 boxes that they've come up with. So cool. So this one, how do we open it, seeing as these hinges are fake? And there's no way to open it on top. There's a little blue tab on the side. And when you pull the little blue tab, all the goodies are shown. It does come all the way out. So, goodies that we get. It came with stickers. And I don't know if it's just 1 sheet or more, so let's find out. Let's attempt to find out. We'll never know. There we go. 3 sheets of stickers. So cool. I love that. I love that they're all the same, because then I can use some of them and not feel bad that I wasted my holographic stickers. So we got that. You get a magnetic wand, which tells you that one of these, at least, is a magnetic polish. And I know that because I watched the whole video. And here are our 6 polishes. So I'm going to start on this end. Yeah, I'm going to start on this end. I'm also going to check just to make sure nobody else is magnetic. And we're ending with the magnetic because that is a topper. The rest of these are polishes. I need something to open these boxes with. That's not thin enough. Do we have anything pokey? You would think in this setup I would have something pokey right on hand to open boxes with. And I don't have any nails right now because I wore those fake nails for the wedding, and because of the curve of my nail I can't wear the fake ones at the same time. Okay, oh, that's pretty. Can we zoom in at all? Oh, we can. Okay, now I gotta remember where the camera's situated. This is called Wanderlust. Wanderlust. This is a cornflower blue crystal jelly with multicolor iridescent shimmer. Very pretty. Okay, this next one I know is called Icon on Board. And this is a semi-translucent hot pink crelly. So it's between a creme and a jelly. And the video said it was buildable. So that just means that it's going to be really thin on the first coat and see-through. And the more layers you add, the more opaque it's going to end up being. This one, I think this is Precious Cargo. Let's see. I could be totally wrong. Precious Cargo. This one is so cool. I bought a second bottle. Bronze linear hollow multi-chrome with a shift of red, gold, and green. All right, so multi-chrome means that it's going to shift. It's going to change colors depending on the angle you look at it. So red, gold, or green. And then a bronze linear hollow. Linear is where you're going to get actual rainbows showing on the nail. And you'll see that once we swatch this. You can kind of see it right there. We're getting kind of a rainbow. That was just such a phenomenal shade that I was like, must buy more than one. This is also one that I bought a second one of. And that was when those are when I placed the initial order. I grabbed extras of these two, and honestly wish I had grabbed a couple extra of other ones. This is that amazing? This is Sky Lounge. Sky Lounge is a metallic cobalt blue with microfoil flakes. So it's going to be, the microfoil is going to make it a very smooth polish. The foil's not going to be all bumpy. I think that's beyond gorgeous. This one I wish I had bought a second one of, and I haven't even seen it yet other than in videos. You can open? Which way? Yes. Oh, I'm so sad I didn't get another one of these. Look at the fire that is that polish. Oh my goodness. So this is Unicorn number 1. It is a royal purple translucent jelly with glowing red orange shimmer. And I can see the purple on the edges. I don't know if you're getting that or not. There's some up there. You'll see it when we swatch it. It'll be very noticeable at that point. All right, we saved the topper for last. This is just called Magnetic Taco. We have reflective tacos, we have hollow tacos, we have flaky tacos, we have everything taco, and now we have a magnetic taco. And it is a silver magnetic topper with a clear base. And when you use your magnetic ones, you get lines. Now, I'm not a huge fan of magnetic nail polish. I am a huge fan of magnetic gel polish. Those are phenomenal, but magnetic nail polishes, in my opinion, rarely live up to the hype. Maybe this topper might be the difference. I don't know. We're going to find out. But how phenomenal is this box? My goodness. Could this be any cooler? They knocked it out of the park with this one. Okay, time to swatch. Okay, we are going to start with Icon on Board. And I'm trying to decide when we swatch the magnetic. I think I'm going to do it over black. So, to reiterate, Icon on Board is a semi-translucent hot pink crelly. Combination of a jelly and a creme. Very translucent. I just picked up something clear to show you how you could see through the nail, because I'm a genius that way. Translucent, not opaque. But it is buildable, so the more layers we put on, the more opaque it'll get. Which you could basically say for about any nail polish there is. All right, Sky Lounge. I should probably shake these. They've been sitting for a week while I was on vacation. Oh, also, knee update for anybody following along to my issues. I have a torn meniscus in my left knee, and I have a partial tear in my right something. It's one of the tendons that runs from the outer edge of the hip bone to the top of the thigh bone. There's three tendons there, like gluteus maximus, gluteus Minimus and Fred. I don't know. But I have a partial tear in the hip. So I am seeing my regular doctor on Tuesday, and I just need to get a referral to a physical therapist according to the orthopedic surgeon that I saw this week, who said the tears are small and physical therapy should probably take care of it. I don't need surgery. So that's good. I'm just hoping physical therapy does something before we have a cruise in like 5 weeks with the grandkids. And it's their first cruise, and I don't want to miss a minute of it. And I'm not going to see any of it if I'm lagging behind, limping, and in agony. And that's where we would be at if we were leaving today. So, this was, what did I say? Sky Lounge, metallic cobalt blue microfoil flake. Definitely needs more than one coat. It is see-through. Not a problem. We can do that. We've got, this is Wanderlust. Oh, that other one was Icon. Did I say it was Wanderlust? It was Icon on Board. Was the first one. This one's Wanderlust. Sorry about that. I think I said that wrong. I remember saying the word Wanderlust. Lust. Why? I can't say that word correctly. It comes out less instead of lust. Oh, that is pretty. Look at that shimmer. Yeah, because I said cornflower blue when I was doing the pink. I'm an idiot. Or did I? I don't remember. Anyway, this one is cornflower blue crystal jelly with multicolor iridescent shimmer. That is gorgeous. It's, in real life, it's like diamonds in my hand. Ooh. I think we're going to like this one. I'm very partial to blue holographics. I always have been. Next up, let's do Precious Cargo. This was bronze, linear, hollow, multichrome that shifts red, gold, and green. Let's see what we get. Oh. Very see-through in the camera. Really sparkly in real life. And I'm not even really getting the rainbows yet. A little bit. Oh, you've got some. Usually if you go at an extreme angle, you get more of the rainbows. But we'll find them later when there's more coats on there. So my swatching technique, for anybody who does not know, is 2 coats and a top coat. Regardless of whether or not you need a third coat, you get 2. And that way everybody's the same. Unicorn number 1. Royal Purple Translucent Jelly. This is when you're going to see it, when I actually swatch it. And glowing red-orange shimmer. Look at that. Oh, wow. This reminds me of the formula for oh, it's my favorite. It's in the Sophia collection, Spirit Fingers. That's what this reminds me of. Spirit Fingers is a gray with a red. Yeah, I was able to get my hand on it that fast. And this is like a purple with a red orange. Spirit Fingers is so cool. And then there's Alien Infatuation, which is this but green. And then there's a purple one too, where it's gray and purple. Oh, this is going to be a favorite. Oh, I wish I'd gotten more bottles of this one. Oh, I hope they come back at Christmas. That happens sometimes. At Christmas, she'll do a re-release of some stuff. All right. Should I do this plain or should I do this over black? Oh, I don't know. I don't think I can fit. Well, I could fit 2 nails on here. If I do one upside down and one right side up, I could do 2 nails for this one. Or I could do half black and half not black. That might look weird. I just realized it's going on a black nail. I think it's okay. I think we're just going to do it the way it is. Also, I don't know if you can see this. I drew a blue line where my camera was pointing. so that I could stay inside the box and hopefully keep you guys in frame. All right. Oh, that's a pretty, it is a silver metallic flake with a clear base, which is nice because then you can put it on over other colors. I'm going to start by not being able to get this magnet off the cabinet, and I'm just going to try and zhuzh it all up first before I did anything else. And you're not seeing any of this. And then do that. And you're supposed to do this for like a minute. I don't know if you're going to be able to. I can see it. I can see that there's been movement. I also can tell this is not working really well. Where'd that other magnet go? Can I leave it there? Will that work? What if I flipped it? I don't think anything's going to work at the rate I'm going. I think I've done it. I think I've magnetized it in too many different directions at this point. Let me see. Are you doing anything? It's really hard to tell. Doesn't matter because we're going to put another layer on and that's going to undo everything we just did. Actually, let me try this. Let me try one more thing here. Okay. I just built a magnet tower, which is attacking itself. Ow. Can we not do that to my fingers, please? Oops. Well, that broke that. Ugh. Hang on. Stop. Oh my gosh. Wait. That's got no magnet in it. It's over here now. This has no magnet in it. It's over here. Oh, that's metal. Oh, for Pete's sakes. I did not know that. I could have put that on top and just been done. Because then I can... Don't you move. Oh! Because then I can just do that. Ha-ha! Let's see if this works. Because then I can let it sit. Okay. Stay. Look what I just found in my swatch drawer. I already had one painted black. Let's just do this so we can see it. Oh, I just unmagneted everything. Flip that over. Where are you going? Okay. No! I have too many magnets. All right, now will you give me a line? No. What about you? What about you? Let's try that. Oh, this is funny. I'm really struggling with these. I have too many magnets out is the problem. Stop that. Let's go this route. Try not to touch it. This is the one thing about regular polishes and magnetics that really annoys me. Because you're supposed to hold it for a minute. And then you're supposed to do it again. And then you're supposed to hold it for a minute. And then you're supposed to put on top coat. And then you're supposed to hold it for a minute. And then, because everything's not really completely dry, the magnetic pigments start to separate. And by the next day, you no longer have magnetized nails. Where with a gel polish, you can put it on, magnetize it the way you want, and then you cure it and it stays put. And it never goes anywhere. Where did it go? It's gone. I think I screwed it up at the beginning. Let's do another coat. I have yet another idea. I have another magnet that I think might be the answer. So let's get rid of him. All right, I think this is the answer. Isn't this one cool? Temu. You probably get it off of Amazon too. Oh, a minute's a very long time. So let's see. I told you about my knee. So we're taking 3 of the 4 grandkids on a Disney cruise because it's their first cruise, and their first cruise has to be a Disney cruise. If I want them to like cruising, I have to do the biggest. That's how I got Ethan into Disney all those years ago, because he had never been. So we could only do a weekend. So I picked one of the least crowded weekends of the year, Super Bowl weekend. I used my DVC points to get a really nice 1-bedroom room on the monorail line where you could sit on the balcony and watch the boats. And we could only do one park, so I picked Epcot. And it was really kind of a make or break trip. If he didn't like it or get it, we were going to have a problem. But it worked, and he did. Just like this just worked. Oh, that came out really cool. Huh. Okay. Now, this guy. How are you? Let's put you over something black and see if we can see anything. We have a little bit of one. Let's do this. Let's do this again using this other magnet. I know it's only supposed to be 2 coats, but I'm really struggling with this one. I could always just redo this. And do another swatch, but I got these swatch things on Temu. I'm sure I've told you that before. They work really well on the HOLO TACO bottles. They don't fit every nail polish brand, so you can't use it like for all of your polish collection, but they work great on the HOLO TACO ones. So they are reserved just for that. I don't use them on any of the other bottles. I have little dots that I can paint and put on top of things. So I'll use those. I did those on a lot of the gel polishes because you can't see inside the gel bottles. Has it been a minute yet? Oh, there's a timer on the phone. But I don't know what time I started this. There's no way it's been a minute. So do you guys know anything that's good for like physical therapy for a knee or for a hip? Anything that you've gone through? I mean, obviously I'm going to go see the doctor and do what they say, but you know, sometimes other people have good ideas too. I really should be going down to the pool every day is what I should be doing, and I never do it. But that would probably help a lot. I can't really ice them because ice makes the arthritis hurt. I think it had something to do with like being in Chicago all those years and being cold. It always made my knees hurt and my hips hurt. So somebody's like, well, ice it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. It hurts. I don't mind a heating pad. Love a heating pad. Can't stand ice. Resting isn't working because I've been resting it for months and it's not getting any better. So that's not the answer, which is what brought me to go see a doctor for it. All right, how did I do? Okay, we got something here. Let me close up the bottle so I can put this on there so we can see it better. Interesting. All right, well, it's magnetized. It's just a weird magnetized. But it's definitely it's more of a velvet effect than a line, which I'm fine with. I still need to double double coat. I still need to, words are hard. How was I holding that? This way? Because I want to make sure I put the magnet back on the same way. I'm going to top coat this one. Oh, who do I want to use today? All right, we'll stick with HOLO TACO. Because it liquefies it again, you do need to do the magnet again. I hope that's the right direction. It's probably not, but that's fine. I'll just settle for magnetized today. I can always redo it. Let's see, I talked about my knee, I talked about the cruise. Oh, the cruise. We've never cruised with kids. You'd think after our, I've done, well, we did 13 Margaritaville, an MSC, a Virgin, and 15 Disney cruises. I've never cruised with a child. So, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never checked a kid into the kids club. I've never done any, I don't do any of the family activities. We always just do the adult stuff. Why does that look so weird on top? What is that? That's bizarre. Do you see that weird little line right there? I don't know what that is. All right, putting that to the side. I'm going to put second coats on all of these and then come back with more thoughts. Okay, before I give any thoughts and do the top coating, we're going to do a couple of things. Number one, I'm redoing the magnetic one over black, and I'm just going to try and do the line. I'm not going to try and do anything fancy, and see how this holds up compared to the other one. So I'll do that in a couple of minutes. But first, I wanted to try and use some of these in some nail art. So a while ago, I did a video where I I'm trying to do two things at once and nothing is coming out of my mouth. I have a coloring app on my phone, and I was recreating the nails in the coloring app, and I've only done one set so far, but I thought it came out really cool, so I wanted to do it again. I've been wanting to do it again, and I will, because I've got like, I don't know, 20 photos on my phone of coloring book nail art. But I was trying to figure out what to do with these colors specifically. And I was flipping through all of the pictures of nails I have saved in my phone. And that would be hundreds, if not thousands. And I came across one of these coloring book pages. Specifically, I want to see if I can do something similar to those two nails on those two nails. And the thought is icon on board with unicorn number 1 over it for that pink. I know it's not going to be a perfect match, but that's okay. And then for the blue, I was going to do Sky Lounge with Wanderlust over it. And since these are jellies and crellies, the ones that I'm doing on top, technically it should work. And then for the flowers, I have some silicone molds that I can make. This one's got more, you need the flash on. Can I turn the flash on? This one's got more viney type things, but not really the leaves that I'm looking for per se, but maybe. This one has like the exact flower in the picture. So I might end up doing that. Maybe I could stamp on green leaves instead of trying to build the leaves. Yeah, I think that's the plan. And then there's other nails in here, like that one's got a bow, so I pulled out the bow thing. But if I'm just going to do 2 nails, I think it's going to be those 2. And I can even do little pearls or diamond dots or something for the for those dots. So I think that's the plan. So I'm going to start by doing the base coats on these, and then I will do 1 layer of each of the top coats, and we'll see where we're at, how close we are to those pictures. And this will also give me a chance to like actually use these colors instead of just swatching them and seeing what I think. Because I do feel like this is going to need at least 2 coats. That is one of my observations on my swatches, and we'll talk about that when we top coat, but yeah, these need more than 2 coats. But it may not in this nail art, because I'm putting another coat over it. I might be able to get away with 2. They're pretty colors. This pink is really, really vivid, which I like. I like vivid pinks. All right, I'm gonna let those dry, do another coat. I'll be back. And as long as we're waiting for that, I might as well talk about, these were the earrings that I made for the wedding. It worked out really well. I coated the backs after I did all the glue, which is what that yellow is. I let that dry for a few days while we were on the road, and then the day before the wedding I just put a coat of top coat over the backs, just so that the glue wouldn't, I didn't want to have any kind of allergic reaction or anything to the glue, because I threw it on the other desk. I think it was one of those, like, it was like an E6000 or B7000 or one of those things that I used to glue these on. I'm almost wondering if hot glue would work. I'll have to play around with that, because because the nail is so curved, you really have to get in there with a good amount of glue. So I was trying rhinestone. I was doing rhinestone glue. Maybe that's what's yellowed, is the rhinestone glue. I don't know. But anyway, I top coated the backs of these so that they wouldn't bother my skin, and I forgot I was wearing them. That's how comfortable they were for the entire wedding. The reaction I was getting from people were, "Oh yeah, oh they're earrings. Oh, they're nails," and showing my hands, which matched. So this worked really well, and I will definitely be making more earrings. These could even turn into earrings. I don't know. One pink, one blue. Why not? I used to do it in the 80s. Why not now? I mean, I wore one white and one black to the wedding, so yeah, I really like this idea of turning the nails into earrings and just making wearable art instead of just nail art. I thought that was really fun. So, because anytime I do something like this, some kind of swatch or whatever, like I'm doing now, I grab the zeros, the ones that are too big for my thumbs. These nails won't fit me. These nails won't fit me. They're just too big. And I could file them down, but instead I could still use them for art. It's a bigger surface, so it's easier to work on, and I can wear it. So I thought that was really cool. So I wish I could remember where I saw it. I was on Instagram or Pinterest or something like that, and I saw that somebody had earrings on their, or nails on their ears, and I was like, I'm going to do that. So thanks, whoever you were. It was a great idea. I love it. I have a set of earrings that matches a set of nails. Or I could just wear them as earrings. Don't even have to wear the nails. Such a cool thing. Such a pretty blue. My gosh, that's a pretty blue. I almost painted the pink one with the blue nail polish. Forgot I had to open a different bottle. This one I'm not, well, it's going to have to do with 2 coats. I'm not, because I've got something else going over it. I'll just make this one slightly thicker. But yeah, you can see the nail holder under it, so definitely not opaque. All right, we'll be back to put another layer on. Okay, time to see if my thought process is correct. Will this work? That's pretty. Okay, that seems to have worked really well. How about the other one? Is this one gonna work? Don't want to go too thick. Need to cover it. Kind of streaky. Come on. You can do it. Okay, that's all right. That is in person. That is an amazing color. You're getting more pink. I'm getting more purple. If I bring it up closer, now you can see more, some of the purple. Yeah, I'm seeing more like that. And it is kind of streaky, but that's okay because we're gonna cover up part of it with the flower. So now I need to work on that. But let's finish this up. Let me put these to the side. And I'm going to top coat these and give some thoughts. Okay, Precious Cargo. This is going to be one of my favorites. And I think when I top coat this, I mean, we've already got linear hollow. You can see the lines. So we're already getting linear hollow. In real life, this is coming up very multicolored. Different hollows are popping. It's got kind of a purple hue in general. I think you're seeing that too, that streak down the center. But wow, that is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. You know what this reminds me of? Let me pull it out. Okay, Precious Cargo, Existential Crisis. Which just isn't as linear and is a little bit darker, but that's what it reminded me of. I really like that. Okay, Precious Cargo's a winner. And that is one of the ones I bought two of. This one is Wanderlust. And all of these need a third coat. None of them made it in two, which is fine. I really like the formulas in this collection. They're really cool. All right. I forgot the name of this. Sky Lounge. Again, needs a third coat. It's such a vivid, pretty blue, though. Well, this is a really good time to compare this to the one we just did, where we added Wanderlust over. So that's the color difference. We're still getting the vivid blue. In real life, the one with Wanderlust is giving more of a purple, but on camera, they're both coming up blue. I'm just trying to show you the hollow on the one versus the other. Okay. Really, really pretty. That's going to get a lot of use. All right, Icon on board. Totally needed a third coat. Big time. But still a great color. All right, might as well compare that one to the one that's got unicorn number 1 over the top of it. Definitely made it more purple when we added unicorn. Very cool. Also, while I'm showing stuff like that, I should probably show Wanderlust alone versus when you put it over the blue. You lose a lot of that green tint, which is fine. And that leads us to unicorn number 1, which is probably one of my favorite polishes. And we'll compare this one to what it looks like over Icon Pink. Icon on board. Hi. Making up polish names now. Yeah, see, when you look at it like this, the pink is really taken over. But when you look at it like this, the purple is taken over. Funny. Kind of weird. Absolutely love this. Really wish I'd gotten another one of these. Really bummed about that. Why are you not focusing? There you go. Okay, that leads us to our magnetic. Also, I figured out what that is. That weird bump that I was seeing. That is a piece of, you know how the top coat kind of gungs up around the edge? It got caught on the swatch. And that's why that little weird little bump is there. Off to the side there. Alright, I'm not loving that. We're going to try this again. We're going to do it over black. And we're only going to hold the magnet in one position. The way it was intended. We're going to do this properly now. Just do a cat's eye. All right.
Yes, you're made of cereal.
Thank you. Ethan just got home from the grocery store, and he is sick from our trip. So he's been really bad the last few days. So the fact that he was able to go to the grocery store and actually function as a human being was phenomenal. I'm gonna hold this back a little bit further. So now he's down for a nap. Poor Pookie. Okay, so after this, I'm going to make flowers. Also, I have to top coat this one, but I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry. Part of me really wants to add magnetic to those other ones, but I need to control myself. Wasn't part of the design. Oh, now I have to sneeze. How are we doing? Okay. All right. See how clean that is? It's not going to stay that way. All right. I'm going to put this off to the side for now. Final thoughts on this collection. I love them. I think they're fantastic. I love the formulas. I love the colors. And yeah, I just wish I knew why it wasn't on the site anymore. I hope they're not completely sold out, and I really hope they bring them back because I need another one of these. Okay, so now that we finished talking about those, let's finish the snail design. Okay, I reached for Monstero and ended up grabbing Headhunter instead. Just because it was a little bit darker. Got a scraper. I need a stamper. And I need... Okay. Okay, clean stamper, clean scraper. I'm going to go with, I thought I had made a decision and now I've changed my mind. We're going to go with you. Oh, probably not dark enough. All right, that's fine. We're going with it. We're just gonna lean into it. Just go with it. Almost wonder if a lighter color would have been better for the dark blue, but that's okay. Because we're just trying to see what we can do. Curious what kind of nail art you can get off of these colors. Come here. Okay. All right, I have a flower in the lamp, and as soon as it's done, we'll see where we're at. Okay, this was just a test one, because I wanted to see if I used the nail markers in one of these molds, if it would work. You know how like you can use Sharpies to stamp? And the answer is no, not really. Plus I have to wipe this side to get rid of the tacky layer, which means we're probably going to lose. Yep, we lost the whole design. Okay. All right, well, we know we can't do that now. And we got to get more alcohol to try and clean this out. Because I'm wondering if that kept us from getting a good copy of the flower. I'm pretty sure you shouldn't use nail polish remover on your silicone. You're not supposed to use it on your stamps, so I can't imagine you should use it on this. So this is just alcohol, and hopefully it shouldn't damage it. Just, if it can take gel polish and hot glue and all kinds of stuff, alcohol should be fine. Okay, let's look at what we got here. Do you have any distinguishing features at all? I cannot tell. Alright, I'm not seeing anything, so I'm going to do this again with just white and see if the details show up any better. Because they were not showing up. Unless it's just how this flower comes out, in which case it's fine. But I wanted to test that off camera first. I don't like to force you guys to watch all my mistakes. Okay, that looks filled in. Let's flatten it. And I'll cook this on each side for 60 seconds. That came out so much better. It's got details. Alright, let me make another one that good. I tried coloring the other one in to see if it would help, and it really didn't. But that looks good. And it didn't leave anything in the mold, which is awesome. Alright, let me do another one. Okay, a quick layer of smudge coat, top coat over everything. It's a water-based top coat. It will not smear the nail polish that's on here, which you can barely see anyway. And it's gonna, I've got it over the flowers so that those acrylic paints don't smear. So I'm gonna let that dry. And then I picked out some beads and little pearl beads, and we're going to finish them off. Okay, it's been about a half an hour. Look at this. Do you see how that's separated? No, it hasn't been top coated, but you see how that's dissipated? It's no longer that really clean line. Let's top coat, remagnetize, and see if that makes a difference. I know I'm bouncing all over the place today. And magnet. Just wanted to see if it was helping it. Because the top coat dries faster, it should hold this in place a little bit. Yeah, it's not as exact as it was when you first did it. That's why I like gel ones better. All right, let's put that on there. A gel one, the line won't move like that. Okay, I am going to do a lighter green and restamp these vines because it's annoying me. I need this. Uh-oh, they're kind of glued on. Come on, come up. There we go. There's one. Let go. And 2. Put you on the silicone mat. Get off. Clean this off. This is all sticky now. Okay, and covered in polish. Yep, as long as we're doing this, we might as well finish, right? There we go. That's better. Okay. Get this, I got this. Here's the polish. I went with Matcha Maker. Because I just feel like the lighter color is going to look better. Yeah, that looks way better. All right, clean that up and do another one. All right. Much better. Much, much better. Very happy with that. Okay. All right. You think that's going to stay, Jaime? I think it's going to stay. All right. We're going to glue our flowers on. Right here. And then this one gets blue pearl, or the pearls. Okay. I'm putting the top coat on over the glue. to keep it kind of smooth. We'll see if this works. These pearls are not blue. They're more clear. I did pull out some blue. No, you know what? I'm going to leave it like that. I like that. You need to go just a little bit that way. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. I have to cure it because that rhinestone glue needs to be cured. We're going to do the same thing here. Okay. Let's get our flower. Let's get our pearls. Oh, I forgot the top coat. Okay, now pearls. Is that all I pulled out? Yep, okay. All right, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, here they are. That came out cute. I like those. Okay, so that was the new HOLO TACO collection. I put the black one and the clear one on there. That is the 6th anniversary Bon Voyage collection. I really like it. I hope you got yours, and I hope it comes back. So if you feel like it, like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.